Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell, breaking news. Breaking news. From the chopper top. From the chopper talk. Got a whole bunch of stuff I've got to deal with. So I'm taking care of one thing at a time here. Alright, so Trump does his chopper talk when he's about to take off for someplace. And so, yeah, he loves it when chopper noises in the background so that people can't get a clear understanding of what he's saying, and then he can divert and distract and claim he's not listening and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, he revealed today, and so you can watch it for yourselves. YouTube has all of the news channels that are recording it, so you can watch it on there. He confessed that Putin had just called him recently. And in that call, Putin invited Trump to Russia for their May Day. Now, all of you who know all about conspiracies that are out there, about the Illuminati, which used to be before Anonymous and used to be before Q, the Illuminati were the first secret evil group to destroy America. And I've gone over all of that. And yes, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is involved with it. Which you'd think, what? No, that can't be true. Yes, it's true. What do you think the Book of Mormon came about? And so, yes, the Illuminati was founded by Johann Adam Weishaupt on the 1st of May, 1776. It's his seal which became the seal for the United States of America. And the presidential seal also adopted that seal. And so if you noticed back when Trump was speaking with some youth and they had their version of the presidential seal, which looked exactly like Russia's presidential seal, except that it had golf clubs. That seal comes from the Scottish Rites Freemasons. The two eagles is Scottish Rites Freemason seal. And then, like I said, the Book of Mormon, the Illuminati connected, it has to do with the Scottish Rites Freemasons back in 1826 with William Morgan of the York Rites. The Smiths were also of the York Rites, by the way, with the Knights Templar. And so Joseph Smith, of course, was murdered, and his York Rites organization was taken over by Brigham Young, who was Scottish Rites. And so, yeah, the organization of the Mormons was usurped and taken over by a Scottish Rites Illuminati master. Or he became such by his own crowning. Brigham Young. And so, Brigham Young also on the 1st of May, 1846, 2 years after he assassinated Joseph Smith, he dedicated the Nauvoo Temple. And of course, Mormons were upset with him because they wanted it to be on the 6th of April, which was the founding of the Mormon Church. And so the 6th of April is symbolic for that reason. But Brigham Young, nope, wouldn't have it. Did it on the founding of the Illuminati. And so, yes, now we go back to Trump. Putin is inviting Trump to Russia on the 1st of May, which Russia has the seal of the Scottish Rites Masons, who were infiltrated by the Illuminati, which was founded on the 1st of May. 1776. Starting to grasp the picture here. And so 2020, the Illuminati is illumination, and so the third eye, the all-seeing eye of God, is a big symbol as a result. And thus on the dollar bill, on the back, you have the pyramid with the capstone, as the all-seeing eye is inside of it. Yeah, and so what does this mean? Why would Putin invite Trump on the 1st of May to Russia, the anniversary of the founding of the Illuminati? What was the Illuminati's plan? To destroy America. They were going to do it through the Scottish Rites Masons. And so here we have a situation that is of dire consequence, because what has Trump been doing his whole presidency? He's been undermining everything in our society, putting the Betsy DeVos, who's now in legal trouble, so that she could destroy the educational system of our children and hurt the poor. She's currently being busted for disregarding a judge's order in regards to forcing the payment of student loans of those fraudulent colleges, and so yeah, big trouble there. And so the EPA, our environment, they put in oil guys and guys who have no interest in protecting our environment, and it goes on and on. Ben Carson for HUD, he doesn't even do his job, and so the poor who need HUD assistance, not getting it, and so on and so on. The veterans, Trump doesn't care about our veterans, as he puts guy in there that doesn't even have a clue as to what he's doing. And so Trump has acting persons in the majority of all these positions, because Congress isn't going to approve anything that Trump suggests, so it's acting people. And Homeland Security, you know, you have what's her name, who got up before the committee and said, no, we're not locking them in cages. Well, how was it any different than a dog cage? Well, the cages are bigger. And so, yeah, this is what Trump has been doing to our nation. He is purposely, systematically destroying our whole society. And Russia, the whole time, has been attacking us. It's been through information warfare, cyber warfare, and so social media, spreading misinformation and disinformation. It's also been exposed by our government that Russia controls our whole power system, the power grid throughout the United States, and for years have been every 4 days, been playing with our power grid, shutting off a little grid here, little grid there, every 4 days across America. Utah was hit at our Oker one last month, or 2 months ago, and it was down for over 3 hours. And there was a lot of misinformation by our local press in regards to that, as the press contradicted what the phone agent told me over the phone. And so this is all part of warfare. And as I've done the other video, first you start with misinformation and disinformation. You get agents into the country to spread the lies, confuse everybody. Then you censor. You start blocking people from getting the word out, warning people. Like me, you'll notice I'm being censored on YouTube, and also on my website, and also on Amazon. I've been warning everybody this whole time, but because of the analytical programs that everybody is now embracing, it's censoring people, specific targeted people, to shut them down, shut them up, and keep all of who don't find out in the dark. And then what happens is then you shut down the power. You shut down utilities. So no electricity, so that people can't watch TV or use the internet. And you shut down the internet. You cut off water and heat. And so all those things then are the third wave. And then that's often called the fire sale. If you've watched that Die Hard movie. Awesome. You know, everybody gives Bruce Willis a bad time, but he does good stuff. And then the fourth and final one is if the people aren't rioting in a civil war, they're already ready to be attacked physically. And so an invasion or missile bombings, whichever tactic Russia prefers to use, will be employed. And that's the Illuminati strategy for America, as they've done throughout the world ever since May 1st, 1776. And so those of you who have known about these conspiracies and have been wondering how it's going to happen and all this stuff, well, it's here, it's now, and they're planning to be finished with the complete destruction of America on May 1st, 2020. 2020 vision, third eye, starting to see how they're working, see how they think. They're using the symbolisms to perform all this. And so Putin plans to have America destroyed by May 1st. And as a reward for Trump, he's offering Trump passage into Russia to live out the rest of his days. And most likely he'll get his Trump Tower, finally. That's how it works. And yeah, so we've got an impeachment going on. The public hearings begin next week. We're still a long ways from May. But now they've pushed back the actual vote until before Christmas. In the beginning, they were saying we're hoping to get it done before Thanksgiving. Now it's looking like it's going to be before Christmas. And so then the Senate will take over the new year in 2020. So in January, that will be the hearings or the court for the indictment of Trump. And who knows how long McConnell will try to drag that out, and the Republicans. Because it's Roberts who's going to be in charge of it as the judge. So we'll have to see. Trump is expected to shut down the government on the 21st. That's when the budget has to be passed. In September, October, because they were given a month extension. And so the 21st is when it'll have to be renewed and extended. If it doesn't get extended, well, yeah. So September was the first one. They extended it to October. No. Anyway, it's extended till November 21st. On November 21st, if Congress does not come up with an extension plan, the government will be shut down. Just in time for Thanksgiving, just in time to ruin Christmas. Because if you remember last year, everything started shutting down, people didn't get paid. This time it'll be during the Christmas holiday. So Trump will ruin everybody's Christmas, destroy America, just to keep from being indicted, so that he can get his Trump Tower in Russia. So, yeah, because there's no way Trump is just going to say, okay, I guess you guys win, I give up, I'll quit. And he's not going to say, oh, you voted to indict me? Okay, I guess I'm no longer president. He's not going to do that. I mean, yes, he doesn't do warfare, but there's no way he's just going to give up. I don't see that happening. I'm kind of surprised at how long he's lasted. But I can see now that Putin purposely has been dragging this out and ordering Trump to drag it all out and do certain things all through the time. So, yeah. We do need to rise up and take back America, that's for sure. But America isn't doing it. We're just sitting back thinking, oh, this is just a show, and surely those in power will keep us from being hurt and punished, like they did last year when they shut down the government. So, yeah, and then our farmers and GM, and Ford, and the bikers, Harley Davidson. Trump doesn't care about anybody. Even those white supremacists, he doesn't care about you. He's going to let you die in America as he runs away to Russia. That's his plan. He's going to flee and protect himself and leave you guys to die. That's your president. So, I hope you're happy.